Hello, you're welcome to today's topic on labor and trade unions. Yes, our topic for today is labor and trade unions. Did you see the image of workers carrying placards and demanding for new minimum wage? They are saying no more, it's negotiable. First, labor unions exist to help workers deal with their employers on a fair ground. Their main purpose is actually to support the welfare of their members. Let's look at the images of workers in the various professions. Okay, so these are images of workers in different jobs. Can you see a painter there? A mechanic, a magician, a housekeeper, a gardener, teachers, firefighters, soldier, lawyer, and so on. People have different kinds of abilities and talent, and they use these abilities and talent to do this job. So, with all these persons, the job they do make a society to function. So these jobs actually help our society to function. All the number of people working in a country make up a labor force. So if you put together all the numbers of the persons working in a country, they make up a labor force. So what is labor and what is trade union? Meaning of labor and trade union. Labor, this is the work done by a group of workers or by a particular worker. It is the physical work done for wages. So work done by a group or work done by a particular worker is known as labor. So they do this work for wages or for income or for salary. Then what is trade union? Trade union, this is a group of workers who come together to fight for the interests of their members. Yes, workers who come together to fight for the welfare of their members, to push the demands of their members so that government or any organization that is in charge of them will hear and listen to them. Having said that, let's look at some of the influential trade union in Nigeria. Types of trade union. We have 10 trade unions here. There are more, but the very first two are the body in charge of all the trade unions in Nigeria. So we have the Trade Union Congress, TUC. They are known as the senior civil servants or all the senior staff both in the government establishment and in private establishment. We have the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC. This union have members that are in the civil service, but they are the lower civil servants, or all those lower or junior workers in both private and public establishment. You have the Nigeria Union of Teachers, known as the NUT. This union have members as teachers. All the teachers in Nigeria belong to this union. Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, have members as journalists in Nigeria. Nigeria Medical Association, NMA, doctors are members of this union. Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, lawyers are members of this union. National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG. This union is made up of workers who distribute petroleum and gas in Nigeria. Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. These are teachers in our universities. This union is made up of all the workers that are teaching in the Nigerian universities. Then you have the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, known as NASU. NASU is a body made up of non-teaching staff of the Nigerian universities. You have the last but not the least trade union, the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, known as NURTW. Workers or drivers on Nigerian roads are members of this union. Next, let's look at the symbols of these various unions. Yes, you have the NLC, the first symbol. It shows the Nigerian Labour Congress. So anywhere you see the symbol, you know that NLC is there. The second symbol with a clip fixed is the Trade Union Congress. So anywhere you see the symbol, you know it represents the TUC. Now, what are the functions of this trade union? What do they really do? These trade unions, what are their functions? Okay, so functions of trade unions. First, they negotiate wages and working conditions for employees. They regulate relations between workers and the employer. They take collective action, that is, they speak with one voice when they are bargaining either for a pay rise. They raise new demands on behalf of their members. And then they ensure that employees have safe working conditions. So they make sure that their members are having safe working conditions. But why do employees join trade union? Let's look at it. Want to know why workers join this trade union? Why do they belong to these trade unions? First, for job security. Yes, every employee wants to ensure that management will not make unfair decisions and treatments to them. They want to see that their job is secure. Any complaint they have, they channel it to this union that helps to protect their own welfare. Next is wages and benefits. Yes, employees join trade unions for wages and benefits that is accrued to them. The next is working condition. They join this union for safe and healthy working environment. So this union help to fight for their safety and proper working environment. And again, most persons are very powerless when it comes to fighting for their rights in the various establishments they are working. So when they join this trade union, okay, they have a powerful voice. They have collective voice, and then the trade union will help them to communicate with management on their dissatisfactions and frustration. So these are the reasons why employees join trade union. Okay. So, but what are the rights of these workers? What rights do they actually have? What rights do these workers have? First, workers have the right to fair pay. Their salaries should compensate their time, their skill, and their effort. It's very, very important. Yes, this is one of the rights. They should have the right pay for the job they are doing. Next, workers have rights to work under safe conditions. The environment in which a worker is doing it or her job should be safe. The next, workers have rights to take leave from their job. Yes, it's time to go and rest, recuperate, and return back to continue the work. Okay, let's look at the images of workers demanding for their rights. Most often, knowing these rights, most workers demand for their rights. So how do trade unions fight for workers' rights? How do they fight for these rights that workers have? First, often they go on strike. Most times they go on rallies, they go on marches. Okay, most times peaceful marches. Okay, they just carry placards. Okay, they sing songs, listen to speeches. They carry these placards and state their demands. We need pay rise. Okay, you pay us our minimum wage. You shouldn't increase fuel price and all that. So they tell the government and the public what they actually want. So trade union try to improve the general welfare of their members, and they prevent exploitation from employers. So when the union feels that workers' demands are not met, actually they go on strike. What is strike? Strike is when workers refuse to go to work. They normally, okay, they are quite effective. When they force the governments to negotiate and they go on strike, Okay, the government listens to their demands and grants their demands. For example, if the nurses and doctors in Nigeria are saying they need an increase in pay, okay, and the government doesn't listen to their demands, the trade union, the Nigerian Medical Association, might ask its workers to go on strike. So when government listens to their demands, they will return back to work. Okay, so that is what that. Now, images of workers demanding for their rights. You see, these workers are demanding for their rights. They are carrying placards, okay, probably chanting some song, marching, okay, saying, "Give us our new minimum wage now." Did you see that? Okay, so most often when they do this for a day or two, sometimes government listen to their demands and grant them this thing. This song is a trade union chanting song. Let's listen to it.
When the union's inspirations through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle not a single wheel would turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Okay, so that's the trade union chanting song. So when they are going on marches and rallies, they sing this song along. Again, every 1st of May is celebrated as Workers' Day internationally. So in Nigeria, 1st of May is celebrated as Workers' Day. So Workers' Day in Nigeria is celebrated every May 1st. So on this day, the Trade Union Congress and the Nigerian Labour Congress, they gather all the trade unions in Nigeria in the Eagle Square at Abuja. Then the president addressed the workers, commending them for all their work. Even in the 36 states in Nigeria, you see the state governor having speeches encouraging their workers, promising better working conditions and pay packages for these workers. So workers always look forward to this day because it's an official day for them and it's also a day of rest. Thank you for watching. See you next time.